Q1 was alright with a bit of a sloppy lap, with McLaren blocking me into turn 1, having to lift through Dunlop curve, and Williams on an in-lap boxing and forcing me to take a wider line through the final corner. But still a 5-second gap to second after the first run, and 4.8 seconds to Lewis after the session. Normally Japan's a good one for the AI, so I don't know why the gap was so large, but obviously I'll take it. I'm just editing this because, oh, poop, I need to be talking about Q2. Alright, Q2 was much simpler with a slipstream from Leclerc into 130R, and an in-lap, Alonso, that's not making sense. Alonso on an in-lap through Dunlop curve, negating each other. I had a 4.7 second gap to Norris in P2 after the first run, becoming a 4.0 second gap to Leclerc after the session, although the gap was pretty much the same. Q3 was much better with confidence taking turn 3 almost flat and no in or out lappers, getting in my way to stop a 4.9 second gap to Verstappen after the first run, which ended it up as a 3.6 second gap to Perez after the session. I was rushing a bit there because I thought the grid was going to come up because I hadn't finished talking about Q2 and Q3 came up. Right, I'm not ready. Okay, cool. Understood. Cut. Roger that. Understood. Right. No shame in saying this, but I restarted the race once after 5 laps caused by controller. It turned out it turned off so I could not hear anything and trying to turn it back on. The grass spun me because obviously I can't control the car and try and turn the controller on. And the tyres overheating, I presume. I spun again rejoining the circuit. Finally caught up, and then I spun exiting the spoon curve, and then trying to make a move on the outside of Ocon into the Casio triangle, he dived the Williams in front, and allowed Gasly to dive me, without my knowledge, of course, because I was focused on the 2 in front. So he T-boned me, and I got forward damage, side pod, and underfloor damage. Then he brake checked me into turn 1, and obviously I retired and restarted. This meant I lost out to Checo through Sector 1, but I got him just before the Dunlop curve. Later I spun out a Degner, but didn't lose too much. And then Stroll braked on the pit straight after the grid slot number 1, where pole position starts. I had to swerve not to hit him. However, I still won the race and did not have any other troubles that I can remember. The swerving of Stroll was a little bit my fault. I was focusing on the McLaren behind me that I had just lapped, so yeah, I can't pin it all the blame on Stroll, but you know, I'll try as much as I can, and I will be as honest as I can. But yeah, lap chart fairly consistent, not many yellows, which is what we like to see. Was the 2-stop? Pirelli 1-stop didn't quite work. I think he tried it 1-stop. Who cares? I won, and we closed the gap to Charles.